Pakistan is one of the first group of countries that have recognized China on May 21, 1951. Since then, two countries have officially established their diplomatic relations. China and Pakistan have also witnessed smooth development of friendly neighbor relations as well as mutual beneficial cooperation. The 22nd of May 2021 marked the 70th anniversary of diplomatic ties between China and Pakistan. On this day, Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan, while inaugurating Karachi's nuclear power plant, Unit 2, which uses a Hualong-1 reactor designed by China, extolled the virtues of this friendship and development prospect of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, as known as CPEC. The China-Pakistan friendship has been a cause for much discussion in India and is seen as an intense strategic challenge which has only been intensified by the CPEC. While in media reports, the tone of this all-weather friendship revolves around economic cooperation, there is also an ever-increasing military cooperation between the two nations as well, which involves arms deals, joint exercises, and defense pacts. In this light, it is essential to understand the driving force behind this sustained bilateral relationship. In terms of external factors, one long-standing systemic explanation has been China and Pakistan's mutual rivalry with India, especially in the aftermath of 1962 India-China War. Political analysts claim that China's overriding strategic concern is to keep Pakistan independent and powerful, and confident enough to present India with a two-front threat. As the United States and India move towards cementing their warmest ever relationship, India's rival Pakistan is also broadening its ties with its own powerful ally China. Now the question arises, why is Pakistan so important to China? Pakistan's importance to China can be understood within Andrew Nathan's four-ring of security framework. The first ring is China's self-defined border and territorial integrity. China remains a divided country. By that I mean dispute with Taiwan even after 7 decades of establishment of the nation. Even on the mainland, some regions and groups are not fully integrated into political and cultural system. They have interactions across international borders like Tibet with India, Hong Kong with the West, Xinjiang with Central Asia and Turkey. China's interest in maintaining good relations with Pakistan can also be explained in the light that there is no real conflict of interest between China and Pakistan. Their borders were settled in 1964. The second ring consists of China's relation with the neighboring countries, with which it shares either land or maritime borders. China has a uniquely challenging neighborhood with massive countries. Potential rivals like Japan, India, and Russia have permanent security interests which, according to them, are often negatively influenced by China. The third ring consists of geopolitics of 6 multi-state regional systems surrounding China, like South Asia and East Asia. China can rarely make a policy with only one state in mind, or without accounting for implications on the relations with the US. In Pakistan's case, China has benefited from the presence of the US, especially as the latter has borne the cost of war on terror and provided crucial aid to Pakistan, supporting different democratic and military regimes. Finally, the fourth ring of China's security interests consists of rest of the world, including Europe, the Middle East, Africa, South America, and others. Pakistan has played a role in China's rapprochement with the US and its entry into international organizations like World Bank. Pakistan and China's relationship has been consistently crucial for the development of Beijing's link with the Middle Eastern states as well. Currently, China's quest for energy security under the Belt and Road Initiative, as known as CPEC, has placed Pakistan at the center of its geoeconomics and geopolitical strategy. On the other hand, India sees Chinese support for Pakistan as a key aspect of Beijing's perceived policy of encirclement to constrain India and preventing or delaying New Delhi's ability to challenge Beijing's worldwide influence. China and India had fought war in 1962, and both still claim that other is occupying large portion of their territory. The 1962 Sino-Indian War was a border conflict and was a watershed moment for the region. Recently, India and China have held 14 rounds of military and diplomatic talks since a clash in June 2020 between Indian and Chinese troops in Galwan River Valley, which left at least 20 Indian troops dead. The Chinese military later said that 4 of its troops had been killed. China has long provided Pakistan with major military, technical, and economic assistance, including the transfer of sensitive nuclear technology and equipment. China's role as a major arms supplier in Pakistan begins in the 1960s and included assistance in building a number of arms factories in Pakistan and supplying complete weapons system. After the imposition of US sanctions on Pakistan in 1990, China became the country's leading arms supplier. Collaboration now includes personal training, joint military exercises, intelligence sharing, and counter-terrorism efforts. One example is the transfer of missile technology. Pakistan's army has both short and medium-range ballistic missiles, such as the Shaheen missile series. The experts believe that they are the modification of Chinese missiles. The same spirit continues with the aircrafts as well. The current fleet of Pakistani Air Force includes JF-17 Thunder, which is a multi-role combat aircraft which is produced at Kamra and was jointly developed with China. The K-8 Karakorum light attack aircraft was also co-produced. Pakistan has also introduced J-10C into its current fleet of fighter jets, which is a 4.5 generation fighter jet in the response to induction of French Rafale into Indian Air Force. Now Pakistan Air Force is already very competent. Its fighter fleet include F-16s, JF-17 Thunder, Dassault Mirage, and J-10C, which is the latest version of J-10 lineup. Recently, they proved their air dominance against India by shooting down two Indian fighter planes, the MiG-21 and Su-30 MKI, also captured and returned their pilot as a peace gesture. The Chinese support even extends to nuclear program. China supplies Pakistan with nuclear technology and assistance. The third nuclear power plant at Karachi, based on Chinese-developed Hualong-1 nuclear reactor technology, is also installed in 2022. In the lights of 70 years long history of friendly relations between the two countries and deep-rooted strategic, economic, and defense ties along with synergistic approach towards collective future, we can safely assume that these relations will prosper in the same way for a long time. That's it for today, comrades. Share your thoughts on the matter in the comment section. Peace.